Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode on the Keystone League Analysis and News channel. My name is Brandon, this is AJ, and today we're here to talk about All-Stars.
All-Stars. It sucks because NA lost.
Oh yeah.
That's my analysis.
Big time, yeah.
That's my analysis.
And EU, all the West.
Yeah.
Best in the West.
That's the end of the video. Thank you for tuning in.
Since we lost, it's over. Okay, so like straight up, how did you just feel about like the format?
Okay, so there's all the hoopla about, oh, it's serious this year and it's boring, blah, blah, blah. And like, okay, I understand that it's not for everybody. Which makes sense, and that's fair.
It can't always be for everybody, right?
Right. But last year was the last year that they did like the meme modes.
Meme modes.
The meme modes. And like, that wasn't for me. So when they said that they were doing like normal matches, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I liked it. I like seeing players from different teams come together on one team and represent their region as a whole. You get to see a mix of players that you don't usually get to see on the same team. I think it's cool. I don't think they did it as well as they could have.
For sure. Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that the meme shit is like funny, like having the goofy modes,
it's like
tandem
here and there.
Yeah, like that's funny and like it's cool, and I'm sure it's fun for the players, which should be like a main priority, and that's something that we'll get to like a little bit later in the video. But I like this serious event. Like you said, I think it's really cool seeing like big name players from different teams all get to play together. They get to it's all-stars, so like some of them are just trying to like go all out and play like their best champion and shine like over everybody else. It's really cool. But like you said, it definitely could have been better.
And the main way it could have been done better is if they actually had a prize pool.
Because you're trying to make it competitive. So like if it's competitive, for the most part, especially when it comes to league, like they're competing for number one, and number one usually involves like a sum of money.
Yes.
Or I mean that's what most
money.
Exactly. Most people are gonna be looking for that.
Yeah.
So there is no prize pool. You get bragging rights, and there's one trophy that all of the players have to share between the 5 of them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So feels bad. Like. Yeah, there's just not enough to incentivize
Uzi's taking that one home.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is. Along with his 1v1 trophy.
Yeah, good for him. Like you were just about to say, there's not enough incentive, especially for the NA players, because you brought this up to me before. It's held in the NALCS studio.
Yeah.
And that's where all these players play every week during the regular season. It's not like a fun vacation for them, especially since they're not getting paid for any. I mean, are they like getting salaried for it? That I'm not sure about. You would assume so. You would hope so. There's
it's just like part of like their regular salary. There's there's a little bit of fun for it because they kind of just like get to hang out with all these people. I think Buer pointed that out, that he liked playing with Sneaky and Afro both, and Mike Young had not played with them yet, and they had not met yet Song. So there's like fun parts.
Good preparation, and
they're ready for it.
So like there's a little bit there, but especially for the NA players, that's like just going to work.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's the off season, and 3 of the 5 players on NA had just come out of Worlds, like a month or month and a half ago, whatever it was. So this is like their off time. A lot of them are like going to see family and like all this kind of stuff. So like they're taking time out of like those schedules to come to do this, which like that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. But when you're going to do this, you're expected to play at a high level with all these people. And the other thing is like they're taking this time out, and then when they're not playing well, they're getting flamed by people.
Yeah, which is so stupid. Like I don't want anybody to take the results of All-Stars and just directly correlate it to like, oh, well, China's the best region now because they won All-Stars. Like, obviously that's stupid. Not to say that China didn't do really well, and they have like really amazing players and they're world class for sure. I mean, that's goes without saying. But you can't just be like, oh, well.
Yeah, Korea sucks.
Korea sucks.
Worlds next year is going to be a Chinese team and a Taiwanese team.
Yeah, I would say
Confirmed.
so. The statistics speak for themselves.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, then you get to like Reddit and like fans and like the vocal majority aside, you go to players, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, they're the people who really matter as far as their opinion on.
Yeah. Because I mean, they're the ones that got to do it.
They're the all stars.
So Bjerg is quoted in not only a Travis interview, but on his stream saying that it feels just really bad to like go through everything that they go through. They lose out early. They get flamed by everybody while they're taking like pretty much time out of their vacation to go do so. Mm-hmm. And even if they had won, like they get to be like, oh, look at us, like we won. Like, I don't know, that just doesn't feel very good for the players, especially like NA. Like, I mean, I hate to keep coming back to it, especially since like that's our like dominant region, but they're there playing where they always play. And it's pretty much just like not a positive gain for them. But Prey also said that he didn't like the competitive format, especially with no like prize pool in the end. Yeah. Especially with him like seeing, obviously I don't know Prey, but like seeing him, I talk to him from now and again. But like seeing him, like he just looks like he's like a happy, like fun person. Mm-hmm. So like, of course, you could see him being like, oh, you know, we just like grinded out all year playing against like really competitive teams. It'd be fun to like have a bit of fun. Makes total sense.
But he was like a little disappointed with it.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, maybe this is like a little bit too much. So in Bjerg's interview with Travis, he said that a lot of other players like shared that same mindset. So like if the players are not having a good time, then there's like no point really, because like you're just getting them all together to like play for the fans for like no reason. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying like I said, I like the competitive format, but if they're not having fun, then there's a change that needs to be made.
Yeah, if they're not having fun, like okay, you can not have fun because you lost in this big tournament,
which is it's so different.
But not having fun in a tournament where there's no incentive is just okay. Well, you know, why are you there?
And there's something to be said about that too, because like Bjerg is quoted saying in one of the interviews that like he didn't really take like the 1v1s like super seriously, which like Hanser was like, no, we like scrimmed against him a bunch, and like you could tell that he was like taking it seriously. So there are probably players that are like, yeah, this just isn't fun because like they got knocked out early and like just didn't play very well. But I mean, I think regardless, like most people could agree that like it can be improved upon like the way that they did it. So
I think my favorite part was probably the 1v1 tournament.
1v1s were really cool.
And even then, it was smaller than last year, I believe.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because you want to see as many players as you can, you know, do these wacky things that you don't do in normal games.
Yeah. Like there was the 1v1 between Bjerg and Jezu. Is that right? He played Tom Kench phase rush against him.
Oh yeah,
and
the classic.
And the whole point was for him to just ult behind him and then run him under turret and kill him. And he almost did it. It was super close, but he missed his first Q. Yeah. But like, that stuff is really cool. Reckless and Prey played Garen 1v1. Like that's really cool.
I'm holding the world up.
And even like when people are like try-harding, it's still fun.
Yeah.
But like you said, having more players from each region would be way better. Because you can only do 2 from every region, so it doesn't feel as good for sure.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. But there was good that came of it. Not all bad.
It was good.
People went to Disneyland.
We went to Disneyland.
we
personally went to Disneyland. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, it's just like a wholesome thing. Like it doesn't really need to go beyond that. There are these people coming from all over the world,
who've
different
never
countries.
been to the U.S. maybe, or even California specifically, and then you get to go to this huge landmark place in the U.S. That's awesome.
I think so
good
too.
for them.
It's really cool. And some of those teams, notably Turkey, so like there was the whole thing where like they ditched out on scrims to stay late at Disneyland because everybody went. They stayed later than everybody else. A couple people were a little bit upset about that. But those people may never come to the U.S. again, and they may never get to go back to Disneyland again. Yeah. So like you can, on one hand, like it's shitty because like the other team is like waiting.
Scheduled,
it was scheduled, and they called out a couple hours like prior. So like it's shitty. but Disneyland.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing was Travis getting to do Travis Gafford, the man, doing all the interviews is cool.
Just getting to having all those players in one place to be able to like interview and talk to, just pick their brains about whatever topic, and just put out,
a bunch of content.
A ton of content. It's very, very cool as like someone who enjoys watching interviews and learning about the actual players and their, the personal side of the game.
Plus, I think anybody that actually enjoys the esports culture of League is not going to be upset about more content.
Yeah.
So watch our videos.
Our content.
Yeah, like there's just, I'm always excited to see more. Like you said, seeing like the personal aspect of players is really cool. And somebody like Travis who's like working really hard and needs like more content to keep himself afloat.
He used to be working for Yahoo Esports, right? And then
they like closed down the whole esports department. So so from what I understand, like he could have gotten a job with Riot, but that kind of like constricts your content creation.
Yeah.
Because you can't defame them in any way. Yeah. And like when the whole Immortals thing was going on, he was putting videos out about it or getting off topic. But yeah, I think it's really cool for like content creation and having all the players together in one.
There's just a lot of like really memorable moments that come from All Stars.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say that a lot of those things can come from the competitive modes. The try hard matches.
Yeah.
A lot of those things can come from the fun matches. A lot of them can come from the 1v1. It's a cool thing, and like I'm glad that they've continued to do it over the years. And I think it just takes more and more like trial and error. Yeah, I was going to say trial and effort.
You did, and that wasn't right.
That's not right.
That's okay.
There is effort put into it.
There is. Yes, that's very true.
Yeah, no, it's just a lot of trial and error just to get the exact format that people like. No one's going to be 100% happy.
No.
Or I guess it's better to say not 100% of people are going to be happy.
That's true.
But what are you going to do?
Yeah, and apparently I think Bjerg said that Riot did exit interviews with all the players and asked them like what they could improve on. So like I think that's been a huge thing with Riot.
See, there you go. They're not only are they super into getting their players' feedback, but they're super into getting their pro players' feedback.
Exactly. So
and iterating on that.
So you hope it's going to be better next year. Even if they did like a mix, right, of like let's say you have the 5v5 teams and then you have people like, especially like if it's local, maybe like outside of the 5v5 teams that are coming in to do like some of the goofier stuff and like that.
Yeah,
I think there's nothing wrong
like
with that.
A 7 or 8 man All Stars roster,
like some
or like even a 10-man All Stars roster, like and you can field the top 5 in the serious, and then you can like mix and match for like the fun game modes.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there's definitely room to improve, but I overall enjoyed All Stars 2017. Riot is going to.
I didn't.
improve.
NA lost.
Yes, NA lost. NA is not even going to get out of play-ins next year.
They're not even going to get out of the region.
Oh,
I've heard.
They're not going to let the planes take off.
As long as the playoffs are longer than 1 week. All right.
The week 2 curse, man.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much well sums up All Stars. Leave a comment.
Leave a subscribe. I think that's what those are called. Like me, like us. Just don't even just click the like button. Just generally in a sense, just like us. Thank you for watching, and
we'll see you next time.